fixing adoye edema fixing the country movement Wambeba na yene wo madu nkomo nsem pii ena esie enwumre ene ye ncha adwen bra wo dwane ye e Facebook Facebook o sanchinje no na watape Wontumi TV Facebook Wontumi TV na wadwane fa comment to ho na ebrepam no yebekenkan na onso do nim de pass through the program na yadwane oman Ghana ho Amammuo nsem tinsem a esisie ne kwane a penifo na na de nkokufu ado wone Vice President Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia eni mpenfo awo ka ehese kro no be no yenso yetimi abonkompo na ya mama Chief of Staff Fema Osel Pare ono so badwuma ye pa se Ghana no ebetima ye na edru ba bia production crew no yedamase maboa hye dwumadi se nana krodo obopra nwumre mi dwumadi ho chiame na ye mo enkomo ensem obeto odwa Ghana fo adi nkomo bie pa de esiye wo abisim Eufra bisim kakra bi na wadusunwane eyekura kama yie pa emrantie mayua ne adehye eyadwumaden se wo nsa ebetimi akoma no na brantie bi a ne die beto odwa na Richard apia se okokum kum nipa bie etwetwa wonum nam ede akwese frigim na ho nsem ye daja ai nei akopia Ghana fo di nkomo bie abrantie no arewusem osiye no eyasem a asefem yempese yebeboso nanso yebe ne dey me no ka say yedne court ama nei Kanesi High Court ema wasa brantie no yedna ko remand asem no yegusu a ye dey very sad story ene se wa abisim amanfo di nkomo de nam so e ba ye de ka brantie no adwuma wa ya no anase wei eyatoronchem bi ena eto no akoya rewosem a yebeka bidi achema awofo a ene won ma hwere won ma esu abinidie atepe kodana ena aba won so a asem no court a yegusu a yedia asem no bone dia emra wokrum ha no ene Richard apia ebedi sede ese na efata eno so yensem a eda ha bie me no ka say de siye potene ba ne won nsem bana monsomatimati bi COVID-19 still egusu a ewa me no ka say nipa 991 ena ewo through COVID-19 yade no egusu ho ntia se Ghana for say all the protocols no ye be observe se be yade no intimate Ghana for do no na yenwo enipa 6981 ye active cases here wa ha ye be kan se Ghana for pa yade no eda so ho a ekuma man for pa ntia se ye be na yetimi aboa na asamba ko ba amanfo nso generate kabie ye chief imam national chief imam 50,000 Ghana cedis 50,000 Ghana cedis kan sika no 500 million na wo de aboa se national cathedral yesi asodan a yesi de ama nyankropon twedi ampon no ne dia obetimi de aboa Ghana fo bi bo chief imam ba say in fact why are they say what donate such money de boase yemfa NC National Cathedral eno so eyenkomo a ewa bia chief ma be kirem de enti a oyi ses kan de boa se yemfa NC nyankopon so dan no ho nsem enso ha bia yebeka deputy minister for railway development wonyamfo kwaku asante boaten we MP for Asante Atem South okay ya ban se obe develop ye railway no omugusu ye nhye ya se railway no betimi akonkan na aboa ansa na Boankra inland port no betimi possible na accredited jobs at the amount of teaming youth in Ghana, especially in the Ashanti region no I just say your railway no etimi adwuma because nearby dey be free tema port ebebe kumasi nyina no train keteke ya na be fa so dia benti abani speed up na wetima sa project no na keteke free nkan ebedu kumase no won ma sase ho adwuma minister na Ashanti region ha wo kwa pro na train stations awdo no won mpanifo akosia se enche kra adwumadi no ebe sha ase nti won mo a wo mo dan ewo tre kwa no nyina yebe yo mafiro na dwumadi na sase a Urumnyamfo kokwa sante boate bodjuma gidigidi sereba ya dwumadi no betimi aboa na aye possible na etimupa aban ne wo se keteka dwuma no ebe kon kan no ene metima fan na aboy nyina me no ka say COVID-19 no ba ye na ade ne to atese nyan IMF for ama Ghana for $1 billion US dollars. $1 billion US dollars. Say yamfam wana ye economy no yentimi boost me no ka say aban no so e di adansampa checks no ne krata e di adanse scan abetom a ebeboa na yetime de apagya say ye economy no ebetime akonanim na aban no hye say obe transform this country no atimi abem eno so ye nkoma a ebetime akabe say ne gisemu a atimi dom kutu omra say we fie say ebeya teacher licential exams ye no beya omo nani ni kakana anka training colleges no sa syllabus so say sa course no mo fancy me say betima boama a chechefo no betima nya knowledge about do ombetwe na woruma ye professional teachers in this country no sa call na manfo ko na manfo say wo ehun se de hia sa say mprempren sa call no betima freedom kutom ra shebe je fie mo e dia ba no so ha public debate amanfo edidi nkoma anwumre yi ye ka bi e dia chem say anamo no say na esi etie abusafo abeto dwa say the New Patriotic Party led by John Boado, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, friends and chofo nhie mo nkran na mo kai a former president John Mahama enam say okọ thank you to na the thank you to ri na 2020 general elections e course so Ghana fo bi a eto ababe 6.2 million ade hye bi omoto abade man odase nti ogusu a we thank you to na nto ne kontompo enna braba bi a otwa na MPP fo ne ba bonten say wonu mu a mechiremu a na omo propaganda se nkontompo a eye ne no krase no na to Ghana futim ba sanso a ebe create problem e de ama aban no ene Ghana fo nyina nti ma hyase a omo cheche mu ntra former president ma etwa enu nkontompo na braba nyina omu yi e kire se nsem owura ne ka no asefem na nukura bi animu a nsem no yebebo bi so ede achemo ene anwumre ano se nkoma ede ha bi pokuase interchange okay ya na na de nkokufu ado ba ye se sa pokuase interchange no wo de skabetimi awuram na ya ye na asevu nipa won mo pokuase ne mpatam wonyina no ama akobedie ebetimi ai simple ede ama road users ai ne wawi a ya commission kama efe pa hwe a 40 wo ba bibire mo hanyina wo South Africa de ne firi ho a Ghana de ne toso a enya agro ye se sabi odifo bia ne enu nyamo no krom na sa interchange nkokosi ba bia ka se de Ghana fo be sia conference Ghana ha ye sinkra no amamfo nse de hu na ene sen ye se nipa bia asase wo pokuase interchange pavement ne so ngom de ahotoba a chese amamfo wo fufu tim ema ya chi nipa no mienu kopiem kra court ema ya fa ne wo 240 Ghana cedis 240 Ghana cedi a sika court etwa e de amamo a wonu matimati a ebi ni ho na areho se ya boka ayo pokuase interchange abana disika ayo pokuase interchange se interchange betima benefit amanfo pavement no a amanfo nam so no ana Ghana fo bie di hwa kwa choba ho no nko fufuo akwa areho se ma me no kasai perifo atwe saafo no aso yese yam fix the country abusuya say you fix the country na your attitude yantimi anchange a the country cannot be fixed. That is a fact. Enti yansu yen change your minds ene yensu ene aban ne ye bia aya na ye so enti the government is trying say obe fix the mess created by the NDC administration ti kakra how ahokira Ghana for fam nwotwe under the watch of NDC no MPP for buy and another nkoku for say kakra Rome was not built in a day kakra sa yebedu ho enti abotre any cooperation and as citizens no you cooperating with the government so that ya obetimi achieve what you want to achieve for the people of Ghana anya sa enye na yatika mu ba bia de awie take away no ato atwekwa ntwaw woko I say fix the country. You fix the country in this way. enye ye nyina yen contribute akota serebe ya Ghana no be ye president alone president nko a entimi nye kure da ministers nko entimi ndane kure ma nye ye DCs nko entimi ndane kure ma nye ye ade se me ene wo nyina ye boa ye to adwene se Ghana no betimi aye atumpondu ba bia ekura nwumre ye ka bi ede achemo na IGP ayade bi a enwonwa ye pa owura Akufo Dampare acting IGP COP Akufo Dampare hard working IGP yenya no a obadwuma den dia boa Ghana policy any security issues no aye kama okroma eno so yenkoma omudie na ena ewotema sankenim sanka IGP number bi no okosa ka bo se convoy e dia kire people ne ade anan so no owura no nko ane na driver ene police ni ba ko te front so mo kwa na odi traffic mu IGP odi traffic mu a wa mowa anka hwe se o yemie kwama no odi traffic mu akofme se okoye woni munyamfo COP Akufo Dampare hard working IGP obodwuma ye papa yesre nyankopon hira edema new IGP nanu ya first agesi ya no hye ne dwuma se a wo hye ase kra na no 27 days a oguzu a obodwuma eno so aka kire aposifo nya se gift ya obedibe ma no ent means sa odaache enti you should be professionals ene IGP nkoma a wode atudwa nwumre ye beka bi ede ache mo na eba meba na yedi nkomo medame ho aba na asem bia esisi okroma no ensem no esi okroma no yakwaba na yede ho nsem dia ba na ya hwese de esiti apo amanfo se na de nkwakufu ado and fix the country na medame ho aba asem no me no be chenko ba bia Yamakwa Bamfambra Wontumi TV so radio near 101.3 FM Amammuo Nsem ene enwumre ena yenemo eche ye nyina ye to adwene na aboa me kai se bra na de nkwakufu ado the first time I deliver the speech Blaster Square Independence Square o can say we should be citizens not spectators e na contribute to enema bia president ni ye na nya ye beka wo ye ade na ya ye beka tie nya ye mo na enema nkoso yenko otafo pankro no abatu ampesu aso na yemon komo kakrai gidi se odomanyamfo Vincent Eko asefua young guy ne ho fe pa MP wo otafo pankro no obadwuma e de ma de hia mo ho yen twumakane before say ne be kasa no yenya ne ntie se o ma hye dwumadie bi ase a wo mu die se de we obeka youth ni nya bom say after elections no na twutwutwi kakra we nam ha we fa anti o yan se organize gala any quiz or the organize gala amanfo bobo ni ade a ene ni wasa organize quiz a amanfo chese be ya benya nimdiefo e de aboa otafo pankro no na aboa na yenko ne ne mpenfo mu die ne mu ni bi monko wi a ye ne MP ato aso de afro menu na apone tesen
yamiadum
bibia hye ye de
yamiadum
na otafo tesen
otafo de bibia boko
cheme matena formas da matena new road kakra na matena pankro na kakra Nigeria ho dem nim ho pa o what he
3 months
3 months so okay Amammuo a MP2 no na ho hye te sen den na betimi ni ache
ni ameda wasi mada atifu nyina so ase na mada honorable convincing asifu a o ha die no misa esalutu no the boss ba ko pe honorable ehu se adesua eye wantina se oman bia no ana se constituency bia wo mu no so oboa na opejama ne kosora udin ene Amammuo ewo ho no etimi ekonkan ede mawo enti honorable ehu se ewo so organize quizzes ede ma schools ewo Otafo constituency enyina enti ye enanana yeda ano ena ye nhihye kama ye participatory test ene ye choose 16 schools no na 10 public ena 6 private ena ye group omo into 4 groups 4 ene ye de quiz na ehihye so asisi yakwa ba bedru ne finals no on the 27th of September ena finals no baso 27 September no so boss birthday into the crowd. Yes sir no boy convincing tasifua the whole Ghana MP champion ba ko pe BBM woni din kan unya hunu kra obu afukura obeja ya bufu no na de ayesere enti wono the birthday 27 September no any be finals na honestly tumadie no the way o kan first no ne yenim se ebetimi akwa kodrum pempen so say by a shashy and kakra honestly program no I very nice a buanso ama teachers let me prepare krano ama omo adinim no so I there na omo adisua no atimi akonkan honorable nyame nhira no na finance ne de me sure say me nyana mu nyina mo aba mo ba
students say na mutimi organize o ma
edema 16 schools the whole constituency no enyina na schools ni nyina aka ho no mba be tire participatory test enti yewie na select 16
okay
nti oye ma anye specific schools be the whole constituency both private and public schools na wo ho ni nyina na oye edema omo na yewie ye no omo pass ye na e choose 16 based on almost scores omo ye na from the participatory test no and you choose 16 no 10 public and a 6 private but there fair na SIA one say 2 schools na eco finance ni nyina public schools
wow
2 schools ni nyina Otafo MAGHSA Pioneers and Father Chrissy Roman school
normally I know say ankran for the near the pana Otafo dey
honestly mebo Madam Betty director waba eho ono so obaye no odi noma agugu kwam kama ama sisi ade kire both public and private no agina na so eye se wo he afi transfers of teachers any recruitment ni nyina oye na adwen se Otafo de wo si timima omo a most especially diploma and degree ni nyina epiomo ebegu se be ya o betimi a kira de ye na ma aban school no entity no etimi aye de akonkan enti ade di wo quiz na ye ni mu se government school mienu and eco finance
and you move say mbe annually afi bia mbe ya na
yes honorable wa de onya kra ko be ni 6 months because the more na ye the more no na epija adesua ewo constituency na nim say honorable so de na ye nyina ye nim say onya me ye MP no ye communication director edema Ministry of Education and na adesua nkasa de edana komapono so enti opese enus be next 4 years no na se ko science mass quiz say SS4 na ekono na ye ti Otafo schools no edin se born so na ye ba na ye ti Otafo schools no edin na say reading challenge no tumfo de no you hu say Otafo enkram ye no from Rokonji na omutimi kokoye de ko din kunum ni nyina honorable de eso wo mo asene enti adisua de waye na adwen say obeboa no apagya amanako etimi ye sure say anye 6 months kra ebe annually ye beto akoso aye
Major kwan mo ben na support ben na youth amwo ho ne mo de boa empesere be obetimi achieve the person de boa Otafo ne pankro no empesu aso
on say honorable youth into obaye no o ma youthful exuberance no aye de adedi ewo Otafo constituency eti ye se me a me wo yi ye will group be a friend die hard teachers for Vincent ye dey support nyina ye de amano ye go schools mu any ade eboa ti say BEC ya ye ba be ye group ye won say ye koni akwa chire o mo hawa nkura no beti asolve questions ye wo examiners bebre e we miamti e kura me ye mass examiner menti ya select wo mu nyina from die hard teachers for Vincent na ye go schools mu ni akọ chire o mo se be ya enwumasua ebetimi akọ ni nyina onu abo ne te chire a wo ye de obo ye chidom ema ye ene ni no ma panso a wo ye ne ye da na didi a chire amanfo se be yo mbehu enhihye pa ene ni o ma pa e wo na ni so a opese wo ye e de bo utafo se be ya obetimi atena so a che ni ye nyina ye nso ya benefit
mi ja kwa de be twa to ma ye
dem di twa to me ma me ba ko pe mi chia no madam Fosina Boachi ene ne de deposition so di ni birthday mi chia no ena Loretta Odru kwaten so mi chia no ene organizers omo eda quiz no enyina anim no
yara so odini na wa mo
amidina na kinslasi
kinslasi
once slasi there as a chance God have heard you
okay abzi ameda say ye ne open kase na bonkoma ono na organizers a worm ye quiz o utafo pankro no but on pesu ase ne na atwetwe nkomo na wode ama yemfi woni enko yenia no na ye ne nto aso mfamfiri wona emoa enti yenko na yento aso ebzafo yeto aso se na maka to say urumnyamfo eko Vincent Asefua ono na ye member of parliament de ema Utafo Pankono electoral area me bana mabesisi ana ya beto aso every ha de amana me besisi a yentoaso emfa emfria odumnyamfo ko Vincent Asefua atena senti yene nentoaso emfa emfria na yewia dwumedi aka toaso se de maka na Ernest Owusu Bempah bedwane ye na yenu host na doye na yene na bonkomo issues a trend within the country na yedi nkomo ha minu Vincent akona
okotachi na me adom ne mo pa bo ye ho ye
Yoruba dia se
so me ba ha na check akra
Johnson Jibiaza
no cre but say Wontumi de me one of the pioneers nti kamenya nka almost every week biano na mo ha but unfortunately said when it here Parliament 137 no ama Kumase bano are quite difficult
okay
but of course inyako recess na inyakwan ya badia and we make it a point to come because the second meeting of the 8th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana yediakwa kugu onyankopon ya domwa a year on the 19th of October you resume to complete a year business of Parliament one of them which is very critical which I want us to deal with as a nation. Of course, with respect to the bill of LGBTQ. I say bye and to me because the time was limited and I know say the next meeting, which is the third meeting of the 8th Parliament, you able to me deal with it. Apart from that, for the first time we had the President of Angola visiting Parliament. Now, Obaya no just on the Obeka Frenchy and you hear Amammuo TV na David to your swan and no na translate my said the be a to me at TB in your constituency to me Abeka be a year old for the Angola president so at the by before then nobody can share the president of the Republic na bilateral relationship that is supposed to be existing between Angola and Ghana no omo to me ama moya dinia na so much mukina and so second meeting of the Republic of the Parliament of Ghana no ekoye na minimsi aba ho bijemu ye ne constituency so eba bedu dwuma. I know say for the next few weeks you know ye wa ayo constituency amemfa konya so na constituency mpanyimfo ina no ye nchia wo mo ye hemfo ewo Otafo constituency, the traditional council of Otafo traditional council so ewo ye pankro no mpanyimfo mo nchia so ye chia wo mo constituency executives Otafo ye chia wo mo assembly members de bia meka assembly members no ye kan development omo kan ho bi ye pa. In fact omo na de bia omo te ho day in and day out they are engaging the people. Assembly members no an kan pie dwuma be den papa because sabi asem ketua bia anke de be brain pi no ipa no say oh we dey catch assemblyman and I catch assemblywoman no obetime ede aboa. Nti for the past 8 months the working relationship that I've had with all the Ashanti all the assembly members ewo Otafo constituency, being it omo ye NDC4 omo ye NPP4 no, it has been very solid, cohesive, collaboration no, so I am very strong. And I know say the predecessor set a certain kind of tone, and that tone was for us to make sure say cohesively collaboratively no able to me abwa ama Otafo so akoso, which I have learned from. And I mean say na monto no 2 years no so nam so yi no so betumi di mpuntu a ye hwehwe di abra ye Otafo. Ye nyaka se nipamro when the MPP is going for an election all the time, the 2020 elections are call no masa oba Otafo constituency apart from say constituency executives ni MP2 na mo no, polling station executives, fantastic brilliant jobs omo ye and sana nkunimdie na ye hwe Otafo naba because say nipa no polling station executive in our party we believe say they are the owners of the party, because at that level of the polling station no omo de free nipa na so mo bobo nipa no nti menya akonya kase say na the polling station executive wo Otafo, from polling station chairman no to secretary to organizer to treasurer to women organizer. Me cho bibia odwuma so nkomudi de boa ye the New Patriotic Party, especially in the Otafo constituency. Omo bom homoden me cho mo na nyame adomo a em say Ashanti region minim ABM say Otafo constituency na be the last to hold its congress.
Yet to
yes ye be the no Monday.
Okay.
Because of some circumstances and challenges bia na o say you free hansa na yaye congress no eno no yenya the approval from the commander general of Ashanti region Wontumi and yaye the on the 30th of August, which is on Monday. Meaning say we've learned from what has happened or other constituencies and I know say as per their constitution of the New Patriotic Party penyimfo bi ede omoja to ho ema constitution na sisi ede bobra no e baaye no chepefe say we should have an annual delegates conference and sana ye de akwa kudru elections e be with polling station with constituency elections parliamentary elections na presidential elections so nti minim say nyame ya domo dajo from 9 a.m. to I think 11 o'clock, 2 hours. Obi be a polling station executive ni penyifo ewo Otafo constituency na ye na ebe hia nya annual delegates conference no. Come said the the resolutions that will come out of that congress. Ye the team krata so near the Ababe Dan the regional secretariat of the New Patriotic Party or Ashanti region ha. Okay,
Mami Musa say okomra say with the feel first time as an MP Otafo pankrono adwuma to saying.
Well, it has not been easy, but Obekaya, I think I was one of the first people to have made a statement on the floor of Parliament. Yes. I was one of the first people to have made statements on the floor of Parliament. On the issue of education. Education with respect to, and I say restrictively, on the issue, say, the kind of giant steps, and I say, achievements during the administration of Dr. Matthew Poku Bempah, and by extension, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And I think that statement was made on the 20th of January, either 20th or 14th, one of them. And apart from that, we've made statements on TVETs and all that. The idea has been, say, MPP as a party, especially Udru Parliament or say Chairman Sadayano, they give room for the youth if you really want to build yourself to take up any kind of leadership in future. Okay. Because yes, Osei Mensa may not be there all the time, but what he can boast of, and say, is he leaving a certain room for people to learn from him? So the bear, so when you heard that here, and that has been the mindset or the motivate you movie. Okay. Because yes, you can't be in parliament work as I said, or about doctorate or so. It is a new environment that you need somebody to coach you. You need people to tell you, say, hey, Master, you want now be say we to be a champion before and sana when we say yes, I feel more to be before see a call recess no Backben, the Speaker of Parliament, can't say me say the honeymoon period is over. See, I said the honeymoon period is over. What it means is say the time that you had, and I see that time is over because for about 6-7 months a year, but in my estimation, you can never stop learning because leading people and you need to listen more. And I know, say, Jumana or Parliament is not just about the floor of Parliament. The committee level is also very important because because of the work that I did, the opportunity that was created for me at the Education Ministry by Dr. Matthew Poku Bempah, and what Mama gaining certain amount of gravitas with educational issues. And so committees you say education committee. Sure. And Mr. aside the floor of Parliament, I had the Minister of Education, the Deputy Ministers of Education. So it has not been bad. Okay. We are still learning, and I know we can do better.
May I say, I don't know what that say, Brana Kenofuriata, the review budget in Eban. I was watching, and we said, now I didn't say other people be corrections via Monyana. And we say we teach you now mounts as okay.
Yes.
I will make some corrections via about.
Yes, Mekai.
And I'm who them neo kasa no push and I'm say this man I want for her no be duma pa mami musa say otafo pankrono. Yes, challenges.
Well, we say otafo constituency be and so bebre, but hugely populated. You can say hugely populated and not just say nipa egum no a dozen, but the land size is very small as compared to other constituencies. Check your neighbor constituency, which is Kwabre. Kwabre so huge, landmass, huge. Now, say, oh, yeah, why don't you bar pro in Kwabre? One when you sometimes 2 days ground to me venue. But a be a money panel, yes, almost also dear. But as compared to a land size, vis-a-vis the number of people on woman and to Otafu constituency. Otafu constituency dia no nipa bebre egum. Okay. Oba himbronuma. Asa nipa egu no ja Wontumi too much. Oba Pankrono town e kasanso a Pankrono proper. Nipa egu no busuan bebre. But land size no e wo form kakra. But what it means in say for such community no your focus really should be on how you can develop human beings. So, Kwabre for any abrace or see a ya quine or see a say because constituency in so a quine so near day and okay. Intino the piano won't say MP any abre the bear Kwabre for Quamomo. The preoccupation of Otafu constituency differs. The preoccupation of Otafu constituency no nipano mutimono a dozen Sassusa and Nipano. Say unyansa say mfanye developmental projects na wohia no a anaso betumi aya the human beings in there no you need to develop them. Okay. Developing them no say e die na obetumi aye amatemamufo no so mabra bono Sabi na da number 1 the next year number 2 next 2 years no nipa no hu sa afedi abrabo na be abeda number 5 and abeda number 10. That is human development, and that has been my preoccupation all this while. Even before elections, Mr. T Bibia now the building the capacity of the young men and young women through craft work, soap making, garment, whatever. You just say a lot of things that were bit me don't say day. Even before winning the election, that time I was a parliamentary candidate. Yesterday was a year Methodist. I saw your honor. But apart from that, you and I know, say a brand be we school. Now what's next year? 5 years, 10 years. I know people who lived in the house, Masa, 7 years were we university. Onye juma nyeda. Say any panel. At the age of about 28-30, na ubehena mame anane papa, ana oku jumba, ana oku krumba, wasabe man is say, hey, ko Jane watch now they are 12 years. Some of them it was embarrassing for them. You cannot give everybody in Otafu constituency a juma, but there should be some effort that you have to make as a member of parliament, even though that is not my work. A juma, also a member of parliament, a diamaye or constitution, a lawmaking. But as a representative of the people, no, so no.
Miss Asamoka, no, when you brought mobile problem, because of a may ya quine. Campaign, but the tomorrow we are saying, what do I say? You need in some way, no, you lobby to
absolutely, absolutely. In fact, that is the graphic, the main gravitas of the work. So lobby now, Koswa, you are doing nothing. Sure. Bra, Otafu Government Hospital. And Opena many media house because and I spoke about it. In 2007, Dr. Antonio Couto says that time, no, a deputy finance minister, he acted for a while, didn't he? Not gravitas and also. And he started a maternity block at Otafu constituency, and I say Otafu Government Hospital. Within 2 years, the leveler, not maternity block, no, it was fantastic. Unfortunately for the MPP, we lost power. You lose it, you know, Master, from 2009, basically 2016. Not even a single block was added. Not even a single block. Hey, me one of the people are Metise, and I'm who say President John Dramani Mahama,
former President Mahama.
Former President. Now I say, oh, MPP for a bandit project. And I tell him in my own constituency, 8 good years, a maternity block that was left there by Dr. Antonio Couto, it was never touched by anybody.
8 years now.
So I asked myself, on what moral turpitude, and I said moral grounds now, John Dramani Mahama, former president, it's because the MPP has refused to continue project. I don't get it. In 2017, yes, about power and Dr. Antonio Couto started say, you better rejuvenate the processes because the contract valuer near what 2006, you know. You cannot tell me say the contractors should use or can use the same amount of money to do it in 2020. So, and so the engagement and I said the arrangement had to be say you better call for a loan from Czech Republic into Russia. The 7th Parliament, you know, one of the last loans that was granted and I said that was approved by the 7th Parliament of Ghana, no, was about that Tafo maternity block, no. For the Czech Republic, I'm my luna, ya de babe starte. And I say the babe vie a maternity block. No. Apart from that, the strategy of the lobbying, and I make a biatron. Okay. Youth organizer, Nana Boache, on his 40th birthday.
Nanabi.
Yes, Nanabi. Because once you walk in West, you know, Omanom Nimi ye pano. Me floor nana me daso Nanabi da me top sea. In fact, no pano, ye be an old bobby a away. We can stand there, you know, near dear and come sometimes 2 hours. And he has been a very good friend of mine. Now, I'll catch him and say, Obey birthday party, and the birthday party, no. On the party, say party, we try cake. Name mum, the Yanko Yadia Manono. He wants to make sure, say, we're CBB a children's ward. Ediama, a crew, no dia bois, Sal crew, but one can crew, no, some other. Wopu. Wumpu, ye de kwataf. no say na ono free mention not to the constituency on to the call na say there be ubetim dia come mention north but na bi atafofo hia na chen mention north. And at this point, from what I have seen, I was tough. Master, sometimes and I do bear 1, 2. When you call from administrator, no catch oh honorable. My dick can catch say, yeah, children's ward, you here, maternity block, you here because anthrophobic to me Abba hospital, not why you choke. People don't even have places to sleep because you need maternity blocker. As soon as I bet me affecting the purpose of the constituency and I need to go out of constituency. And to me, now, Branty Swa making sure say you bring that maternity, that children's ward, in order for consistency. And then, the GDA say you better cut a sword. And penny for be briaba within 1 year, maximum 1 year, 2 months, we should be able to complete the children's ward.
Okay.
And you have Mexico. But on that same principle, that same philosophy, but they can share consistency as a candidate told me that share Oba Pankrono Estita. Master, just about a month ago, no one assemblyman or sending me pictures of Ubia or Tehonma Yokuno.
Hey,
yes,
Yokuno,
cold blood. Now, before then, no, just a man 2 minutes in Pankrono Estate and as a Pankrono Asia, who free, baby at Trinity Hospital now, the bar, or for baby, the complaints that comes to you. It's insecurity. To the extent that
robbery and just
robbery say be our no be our no the kindness no. Sometimes if you say estate hono ho e din pa ufri ahye fam ho na the fa aduane garage junction hono yes e the fa hono mo a say ufa sa awianum say no a ho ye din. That is a typical estate. And sometimes we diagram even in the afternoon awia no ubetimi anam be 50 meters road no hye nipa. How much more? And I sometimes 6:37. Kofobium wo shop ho no yetimi koje omusika yetimi ko robium. And so this kind of insecurity has been a nightmare to me as a person.
Okay.
Abai nye bibia na bia abai betimi abai de abai. Ye wo big police station wo in Sheso, Tafun Sheso. And so what I've decided to do, and they say out of my own personal funds, minim say ho de no Nyankopon de be ma me na metimi aye sika ne na ho but de bepe sika no ye de aye. And so what you want to do is say ye be cut a sword for a fantastic na say a beautiful police post at the among the people of Pankrono Estate and Pankrono proper.
Okay.
Out of my own personal funds. And so I know, say, with respect to insecurity, what Otafo constituency, no, say at least with at that area, Pankrono proper and Pankrono Estate, no. So what mean as our police station is more. At least if there are 4 or 5 police service personnel, say one more motorbikes, maybe 3 or 4. In the evening, some small remunerations here and there. No more media, some amount of monitoring. Share Oba Pankrono primary school in Ohana. Can you imagine, say, even sometimes in the afternoon? I'm Kodesuya no. Kodesuya in the afternoon. No. Now, Kofon, I'm Wasabi, and no more Tramon Hadi. And they do that with impudence. Maybe problem. And the impact that it can have on the kids that are learning there. That is my problem. Because nobody knows where me call Otafo Methodist. Otafo Methodist na me call no. No be enim say me nenam ho Otafo Methodist.
Na chu be MP.
No be enim. Because to be anya Nyankopon. Some kra na ate ho no. Nobody knows whether we are going to have a president from there. But one thing here, an impact or not a bad impact like this, e betimi a shepi akoda no. What he can be in future. Now say no because of some of these things that we are seeing. And to me who say Ayamasudie as a primary enterprise of the constituency. Now you make sure say you bet me aboamo with security issues. So I've dealt with security issues, I have dealt with unemployment and so. Yekofa juma and also be person obi juma. And institution bi ho na se nipa no fa adwuma MP mfa nipa nko ho but MP ebetumi akosere so madaro ma wo se ope ICT coordinator na open no yensu wo bi oyede o qualify wo Otafo constituency nti munyo ono so interview so qualify no betumi aboa eye institution e dia madaro ba chinchina yensu epe and that has been my preoccupation that I'll have to lead the young men and the young men no see betumi ayede aboa omo they be so ayede etumi anya adwuma so these are some of the things that in the Otafo constituency I know say 8 months, a very short time to judge anything, but I know say
8 months in Ghana for ABC the fix the country. No, 8 months. 8 months, someone fix the country.
The president of the Republic of Ghana has not even formed the government yet.
But someone fix it.
I'm say fix it, you fix it. But I'm just saying, say first now fix it. No, the people saying it, no, yes, man who say be a neutral people. But there are some people, just a few people. That's what they are claiming. But if you have,
leadership now say, from NDC background. Absolutely,
but I'm just saying, say you can have certain people who so much NDC atari, but you name so much NDC atari or moyesano. What moral turpitude are they having to tell us that we should face the country?
Now, my man found quite a bit. I think say background better education. Yes, I'm fixing the country. I buy the buy from 2017 to date. Now your education system. That's the same in terms of infrastructure and enrollment. It's saying yes, you fix it. And also your portion be more can say you fix it. Meaning the obeka, and therefore fixing the country in terms of education.
Well, Obi Obeka said we should fix the country in terms of education. Unless
I say go track this tracking system near the more. So
you see the circumstances to which certain things happen. No, I am putting into proper perspective.
Okay,
Masa, if you have a country whereby every year about 100,000 of your young men and young women could not go to school.
100,000?
Yes, I want to go to school. Just because the system allows them not to go to school. And I said the system doesn't allow them to go to school. Because the system no more go to school. It just say, you're free. It is not free. Also, TS cancer no the wako. Now, man saba, also go to 12 million. Man saba no 1 million crown. Maybe an abosome back who be down. Because young man and the man and soon be a moteta 4 months or more ton. Anti Korea, a tongo, Otafo market.
Anti Korea?
Yes. Now, Anti Korea, means so in Anti Korea tongue was Anti Korea, Nekofa 20 million bra, meaning maybe Anti Korea Kofa says Canaba. In the Anti Korea ban also said also better senior high school nibi. Nti Anti Korea ba de ne ba be DMP enye wo ho ana ono ne ba be DMC ya enye meboa
ana ko secondary school
ana ono ko secondary school ni bi enye. It was on that basis near say let's bring a just, fair, equitable educational system.
And this is for 20 years.
Now, say 20 years no. So your short-sightedness, I cannot be blamed, or the MPP cannot be blamed for that. Or your short-sightedness, say because of your short-sightedness, just one vision. So this is only vision, we cannot be blamed for that. Wontumi blame MPP for say oh, you're short-sighted, and you cannot see what we can see from now, because some your short-sightedness, omo vision, you know, and then you almost say free SHS, bet me I know 20 years. Because they are short-sightedness. But the MPP with a drink here, and because we are far-sightedness, you know, they say, oh, free SHS now. It can come with difficulties. Me, I've worked with the Ministry of Education. At the time, I remember the Kenyan government.
Sure.
Extra the bread, Minister of Education at the time, Dr. Matopiku Pempe. Said you made you do a gun and you know with respect to your education system, no, and you are more fair. Into almost say, Yamran Yametro almost said no. In African countries like Kenya, we are living within the tenets, the beautiful and the very strategic, excellent, fantastic manner of rebuilding and re-strategizing our educational system. Neighbors in other African countries, Omoniaji, the educational system, no. And then somebody's here, Oshe, your curriculum. Masa, for the past 18 years, such you one near you. chew and pour curriculum near the atre. Go and ask the industry players. Go and ask the owners of businesses and institutions or Ghana. Ombakacho say they be aso be university mpo. Na se sa nipa no ye de ne ba so ma ya adwuma wo mu business and institution ni mu a. Just almost a training nipa no sometimes about 3 months or 6 months. So what is the essence of our education? Say you educate we and they say you are ripe for the world of work. Just say what so aba afi do betimi aboa ye businesses and institutions in your qualification wow qualification say be engineering afi de okoya this is our training all over. Then what's the essence of the education? And so we decided say the basis with respect to problems and challenges I face as a nation with respect to education system no, and they say let's change our curriculum so that the curriculum can meet the world of work. Into businesses no afedi e betimi training and call down to the sense say o fa obi adwuma nya afa na also ko training no because they have already been trained with the curriculum. But do training o changing no curriculum no e primary school no ko onwie. The teachers no mo be charge no their curriculum will also have to be changed. So we also changed the curriculum of the teacher trainees no. Don't forget it was during that first term of Dr. Matopoku Prempeh and non na to me a review a teacher training, from 3 years to 4 years. What I say? From 3 years to 4 years, now they are not awarding diploma. Now they are awarding degree. And to degree they are awarding, it's not just a matter of the nomenclature. It is what has been packed in the curriculum, so that now our kids will be critical thinkers. Because when you are critical thinker, they be a chew and pour na. And no na we school no. Nani pana offer what you must say, there be a brandy where we are school, yes, when you pay. And ask most of our employers, ask most of the business owners. They will tell you, what both degrees are so by who take. It is because of how we have structured our curriculum. If His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as superintendent over the review of the curriculum at the teacher training level, we have also reviewed the curriculum at the primary school level. We have also ensured that we will expand education. So the bear Yauba Nsubekobi, Antu Korea Ba Bekobi. What I say? Obia Basubet me a day, and you be ako.
Nzubeka for now, no, Mumasia Fappen, no. Is it on track?
It is not but we are on track.
It's not
excellent, and say. What the innovation about? Okay. Innovation now what the ban be best at the challenges for home. Why? When we started the NHIS, we had a lot of challenges. Okay? It is better to
senior school by the right time. First year of
absolutely because
the right time.
So right time. If you had started in 2018,
okay.
Look at the consequences. The consequences would have been, say, you had already lost about 100,000 on Wontumi School 2017. We can have president from those people. We can have ministers from those people. We can have pilots from those people. We can have people like Omokakoye Juma or Sinotrack and as a VW. His Excellency the President. Etumiama Afide ya Sambo Cars or Ghana. Those people can be one and as in Krani be one of the best engineers that we can have in this country. The consequences would have been that if we had not allowed those people to go to school in 2017, who knows the number of people and the quality of kind of people are and Kebe Lusu as a nation. Let's look at the consequences. And that is why I am always found with the statement from Dr. Matopoku Prempeh na po say, yes, sir, kodabet na form no siadie, dan so siadie kra. And this all be catch me say, afeni ankra no school no mo kɔ no. Omo dɔɔso dodo. Ebi kura ni nkonya.
And the free school in that is the propaganda they are
that is excuse me to say that is unreasonable. It is unreasonable because me so catch me say me fa me wo fase ana me ba enko tena form enko school because that is the only available opportunity akra ni benya. I would prefer that than to say akra no nya educated kra. Tell me, so what's enough for Musiadia? I'm not saying that is what is happening, but the propaganda from the NDC, you know, I'm trying to tell them, say, the system that we have comparatively is the best system that we are having as compared to 2012 to 2016. As the incompetence that they showed to the people of Ghana with respect to education.
In terms of what?
In terms of, absolutely. Because you catch them say, we bet me free SHS 20 years. Near 2017. It means you are a short-sightedness. It means you are not a visionary person.
I don't know from
I don't know from because I dream from one. I don't know say 20 years no. Yeah. I don't know say 20 years. Yeah.
Ofo say na campaign message Amammuo tia na Amammuo timile to abenti no mo yes because I'm running a lot of commentary about that statement, you know.
48 adverts against the free senior high school education. 48. Uko Upper East, Upper West. Those times, common school feeding amount of money, they were not paying. They were in arrears. Go and check the handing over notes. Handing over notes are Professor Jane Opokwajiman, Edija, the Minister of Education, was on the basis say all these projects and I say programs are they were in arrears. School feeding program. And they been say, what is the essence of the school feeding program? Oko yunkrasi ni bia. A community no, krani bi nkosuku. Yes, because when you saw call for mobenya aduane adi. So person kwada kusuku. And that time, ye fair ekobi NDPC, National Development Planning Commission. One of the institutions that have been established by the 1992 Constitution. And they say, if you want to build up or show up your education system with respect to enrollment and school, you need to make sure, say, what the certain programs and I say strategy be to come and cram school. You share and you say, I could not so did mamiachi aku school, aku a foom, or say, oku school, a come dinner. Obedan what did he? Sika only view. So, President Kofo, I draw the buy and say, Yanya Diane for Mancrano. The Dianino, as I say, a cardamina and this front yada. I'm making. A Dianino will serve as a catalyst. It will serve as a motivation. Mancrana day, Abasuku. Now, when you are not paying, I say, no Dianenqua, what happens? There will be dropout. And that is the kind of system the NDC was in superintendent. And that is the kind of system the NDC was superintendent with respect to education system. And so you cannot tell me, and there cannot be any justification anywhere. Said the education system of the NDC from 2012 to 2016 can be compared, not even a minute, to the education system of Dr. Matopuku Pempedano. It cannot. It cannot, you know, under no circumstance. Under no circumstance.
Okay.
It cannot. Okay? Matisi say NDC minority.
Syllabus
what do you want to say? What do you want to say? You ask yourself. Now, what kind of managers are we going to have if we give? Because these are the alternative ideas. And with them, the people of Ghana. And this is what I'm working. Because, say, Amoba, Abemu 2024. And now 2024. Now, but say, my make us say, so Amoba Abemu 2024, 2025. Which is not going to happen. So, the alternative idea that they are telling the people of Ghana is here and they say, teacher license exam, and I said teacher license and that is what they are saying. If that is what you are saying, what it means is that the education system now, because I want to say, it is on that basis now the Education Act of 2008. Or more best starting with the implementation. When they were implementing the Education Act of 2008, they failed to implement a teacher license exam. They failed to implement it because that licensure clause has been in the Education Act 2008 NDC by 2009, NDC by no more 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Hey, no, way, no, no way. 2014, 2016, 2015, 2016. Man, you won't share.
There's lack of idea. Then you see it.
That's no one working. Yes, you need a share phone and I'm no. I'm say yes to someone. I say, ja, and our master. We ain't say, and that's what counts. Say, and one wakan. Meba, until no one wakan. say NDC4 say I don't know what they are thinking, and I don't know how Obeka Chem say lawyers cannot be licensed.
But now uti e Nsem so at e kwan bi sia na manfo no yard because licensure exams no nim what they are going to be asked. Like ebia
na nkura na omochira omade no ebe o
say ende
nkura na omochira omade no omunim dia na nkura no kotra obi
subject ni ade a ye kire omo na ebia based on that and I will set your questions on. But this time around no omo ti hwa omunim open question.
When as the National Teaching Council, the National Teaching Council has already told every prospective teacher, I always teacher license exam. They say, be a friend of critical thinking and as a current affairs. They can ask you.
Okay.
Who your teacher now catch him say you don't know say ne, and then the president has cleared the chief justice. I don't know what kind of teacher you are.
So they should be current. Just be current affairs.
Just be current because they can ask you anything current affairs. Why? Who call interviewer?
So for sure.
You can ask you into current affairs. Sometimes even on a panel, it will be a graphic, and I say daily graphic. I say when that daily graphic, what do you say? What? That is current affairs. If you are going to write as an
you need to be abreast with issues.
Absolutely. Your catch almost say things like mathematics in Conta. You can be asked anything on Conta. You can be asked anything in English language. You don't tell me say.
I don't know. Specific on certain subjects.
Yeah, specific. You know, I think they are about 4 or 5.
I don't know.
Yes, they know. Yes, about 4 or 5. They know mathematics, English, critical thinking. I think
so. I don't know. NDC for minority for us, I call it say fancy syllabus.
Say politics.
To gain what?
To gain the confidence of people who have failed. Now work for exam. Now work for exam. Now work for failing. Say Nigeria woman na na free mu. You are not happy about it. Never catch or say, but 2 Obama me ba me twam treasures viewer. What's going to happen?
Okay, I was for Wontumi TV sine radio near 101.3 FM Amammuo Nsem anwumre na ye de mam nana kradu abopradie me na menua Eko Vincent Asifua member of parliament for Otafo Pankrono constituency and anwumre ye ne no ebo enkomo afa the constituency na fe issues bordering education. I could be say fix the country. We should fix the education. Enti egusua e fix education na obobo niema esie ne abanyi by the way in terms of education free school out the abaman kwada bebre enya kwanya amanfobia propaganda say kwada no kwanya bebi ntana ne ade na moa free school no na hunsem bebre nkomo na yedie minim fo say ebere kodanim no now ora Dr. Osei Duchum ena ba o hese education betimi akonka wone Reverend Intim